because this is show of how do you say it, bad faith or suspend consideration, Mr. Chair, kasi makikiusap ka dito na humihingi ka ng pagpapalaya, kasan sa likuran namin, kakasuhan nyo naman kami sa sa Korte Suprema. So, sa aking palagay po, Mr. Chair, hindi yata sumasang-ayon yun sa common logic at saka sa ipinapakiusap ng kanyang kliyente dito sa sulat na binasa natin kanina.
Mr. Chair, I suggest that we suspend consideration, not entirely deny the subject matter or the request, because although they have already filed cases in the Supreme Court, they can always withdraw the cases filed at the court. So, tignan po natin kung ano hong direksyon nila Celis and ni Badoy.
Mr. Celis would be able to convince those that filed to withdraw immediately. We might be able to consider, but if they will not be able to withdraw, Mr. Chair, then we would like to let them know that they're going to stay here in this Christmas season, from here until New Year, and that would be very, very hard for them.
Mr. Chair, to deny the request if it will be forwarded to the committee, because this is show of how do you say it, bad faith or suspend consideration, Mr. Chair, kasi makikiusap ka dito na humihingi ka ng pagpapalaya, kasan sa likuran namin, kakasuhan nyo naman kami sa sa Korte Suprema. So, sa aking palagay po, Mr. Chair, hindi yata sumasang-ayon yun sa common logic at saka sa ipinapakiusap ng kanyang kliyente dito sa sulat na binasa natin kanina.
Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Pimentel and the Honorable Abante.
Mr. Chair, I suggest that we suspend consideration, not entirely deny the subject matter or the request, because although they have already filed cases in the Supreme Court, they can always withdraw the cases filed at the court. So, tignan po natin kung ano hong direksyon nila Celis and ni Badoy. If they really want this committee to decide on the request, then there is no recourse. They have to withdraw the cases in the Supreme Court before we even start considering the request. So, Mr. Chair, I strongly suggest that we suspend consideration on this matter.
Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Abante.
Actually, I was about to make a motion for furlough, but because of this development that even Congressman Suarez has said and Congressman Pimentel, I would agree with them, Mr. Chair, unless otherwise, Mr. Celis would be able to convince those that filed to withdraw immediately. We might be able to consider, but if they will not be able to withdraw, Mr. Chair, then we would like to let them know that they're going to stay here in this Christmas season, from here until New Year, and that would be very, very hard for them. They should realize that.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abante. So, yeah, the motion of the Honorable Pimentel.
The motion,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I move that we suspend the consideration on the request of Mr. Celis. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion seconded by the Honorable Senior Deputy Speaker Gonzales and the Honorable Benny Abante. The chair hearing no objections on a unanimous vote. We are going to suspend decision of the request of Ka Eric until we're able to clear it with them personally as to this case that they have filed before the Supreme Court and the contents of the case. I'd like to thank the Honorable Abante, who was earlier ready to move to approve or to allow Ka Eric, but I agree that I think we will have to make clear the position that they have taken legally before we can move on with our decision as a committee.
Mr.
So
Chair,
again,
further,
yes.
upon hearing what Congressman Suarez has said, I think that his letter and the actuations of the loved ones that filed in Supreme Court is highly hypocritical. And we want to ferret the truth here, and we do not want anybody here that would make a big fool out of us, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Abante. That is very clear. So that being the case, the decision whether to grant the request of the Honorable Ka Eric for a furlough is hereby suspended until further clarification. And I would like to ask all members to, at any given time, a special session or a regular meeting can be called, or a special session if this happens after Wednesday. Of course, for the 3rd District of Quezon City, the Honorable Franz Pumaren, and for the 1st District of Lanao del Sur, the Honorable Adyong, who's also here in today's hearing.
Congressman Ernesto Janicio.
And the Honorable Ernesto Janicio of Manila is also here. Welcome, sir. We now proceed.
Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Paduano, then the Honorable Dan Fernandez, then the Honorable Kimbo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, since Ka Eric is not present and is being represented by Attorney Tolentino, Mr. Chairman, in relation to this motion for reconsideration of Caseles, I just like to ask, kasi he's voting now, his client, na ito nga, yung undertaking niya, eh talagang gagawin niya. But of course, I have to discuss pa yung 2 points na missing dun sa narinig ko sa letter niya. But, Attorney, diretsong pagkatanong, you posted just like what Ka Eric is doing. And in fact, pati hunger strike and everything, they're telling the public that they will be, mag-hunger strike sila, di ba? And, Attorney, nag-visit ka sa kanila, di ba?
During the first hearing, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
tama, di ba?
And also yesterday, Mr. Chair, but I was not able to enter the facility, Mr. Chair.
But
We're not allowed by the security.
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Chair.
do you confirm that during your visit, nag-post ka sa Facebook? And ang caption doon, visiting my 2 clients, illegally detained in Congress. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So,
But that is only my personal position, Mr. Chair.
but you are a resource person in this committee. Don't you know that I can cite you in contempt for Section 11 again and letter F, undue interference?
That's why, Mr. Chair, I'd like to apologize for that, Mr. Chair. That is only my personal position, Mr. Chair, and just expressing my...
Oh no, attorney, ayan ka na naman personal. Kaya nga personal what you are an invited resource person in this hearing and you are not allowed to attack Congress, especially this committee.
Yes, Mr. Chair. That's why I'd like to apologize for that, Mr. Chair.
And you should tanggalin mo yun dapat.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will do
And
that,
all
Mr.
those
Chair.
posts na tinitira mo yung mga indirectly, tinitira yung mga members dito sa House. That's why, Mr. Chairman, just to manifest, paano ako maniniwala dito? Natitindigan niya yung statement ng affidavit ng kliyente niya kung siya mismo may problema dito sa conduct niya, behavior niya after and outside this committee hearing. Of course, depende yan sa committee if they will accept your apologies. But of course, ako, I just want you, attorney, don't do it again. And do you commit na tanggalin mo yun, yung mga post mo? After this hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I will.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I proceed? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, 2 points, Mr. Chairman. Ang request ni Ka-Eric is all about the medical condition of his mother. So, humanitarian. Now, but of course, nag-apologize siya with regards to misbehavior, conduct unbecoming during the hearing, etc., etc. Tapos pati yung vetting niya doon sa source niya. But, balik ko lang sa kay attorney. Attorney, tinanong kanina ni SDS, yung Rule 65 and 68 hindi pa ginamit ni Ka-Eric. Tama? As of, sabi ko kanina, as of now.
Based on my personal knowledge, Mr. Chair, none, Mr. Chair, because whole day I'm here, Mr. Chair, and since I'm here, I have no personal knowledge whether he filed a certiorari or habeas corpus with the Supreme Court, Mr. Chair.
Attorney, pwede po bang maging klaro tayo dyan sa issue niya? Pwede po bang tawagan niyo yung si Eric? Kasi, you know, that can change the complexion of whatever, you know. So can you make sure, because unless you're also the same lawyer that will file for him, ergo, he could not have done it. Iba ho yung story niya na.
I am not engaged by Mr. Celis with respect to the filing of certiorari if there is, Mr. Chair.
Yes, but can you
Can I
please...
request for 1 minute, Mr. Chair?
suspension declared.
I will comment.